Wagwan, what's up? Deadly Hunter. Just come back from a 2-day camp from the location I actually cannot tell you due to national safety reasons. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't got a Actually, no, it was in Crowbar, which is apparently a place I never heard. But anyway, I went on a 2-day camp, and I'm about to tell you lot about it on a 9-minute MOab. Basically, it's kind of, it should have been a double MOab, but it wasn't with the MK14. But anyway, as we arrived there, it was night time, and we arrived there on Friday night. We As soon as we arrived, we tried to find our billet, which was a room full of beds for like a couple people. I don't remember how they chose who goes where. But what I remember is that our room was room 26, and it was like a reasonably big size room with about 20 beds in it, and we were sleeping with 20 different people we didn't know. Actually, our squadron was kind of together. The boys were together, and the girls were in a separate room. Um, there was a boy from our squadron. He called Emmanuel. Oh my god, he was sleeping right next to me on his bed. His snoring is on a different level. You lot do not understand. If I could explain it to you, it's it's like a pig, but like 3 times worse. It's on a different level. You've never heard snoring like that before. I've never heard snoring like that before. But anyway, the way that we had to threaten him. We had to threaten him to stop snoring. One of the boys got so angry, he went up to my friend who was snoring. Went up to him just about to do something, and then the guy Emmanuel, he stopped snoring. So the guy turned around and went back to his own bed. Then he started snoring again. The snoring started again. So he done that 3 or 4 times, and the snoring kept going on. It was really, really bad. I actually had to fall asleep blocking my ears. So yeah, in the morning we had to get up. No, he didn't tell us when we had to get up. They told us when we had to be at breakfast. They said breakfast is at 7 o'clock. If you make it, you make it. If you don't make it, you don't eat. That's what they said. And you're just gonna go hungry till lunch. So we had to get up at 6:15 or 6:30. That's what we planned to do, and we left that down to the corporal to get us all up, because like we didn't have alarm clocks. Actually, we did, but I just wanted my corporal to wake me up. So if I didn't make it in time, then it's his fault, and I can blame him and just cry to one of the sergeants. I think the scariest thing actually being on the camp was walking into a flight lieutenant and not saluting him, or not just a flight lieutenant, walking into an officer and knowing when to salute and when not to salute, because you're only meant to salute an officer. You're not meant to salute sergeants and corporals and stuff. They are NCOs, non-commissioned officers, which means you do not salute them. So that was the most worrying thing. There is this guy who, I don't know if he liked me or he didn't like me. This sergeant, I don't know, because some people saying he did. He was alright, like he didn't mind me, but I think he secretly didn't like me, and I don't even think it was so much of a secret. I think he wanted me to know that he didn't like me. He wasn't a particularly nice sergeant, but I actually enjoyed learning from him. He was quite funny, and I liked him, whether he liked me or not. He was kind of rude though. Like if he didn't know your name, he'd be like, "Alright, dickhead, do that," and then or you'd be like, "Chimpanzee." Actually, no, he didn't say chimpanzee. That's something else. But he'd be like, "Alright, dickhead, go over there." But he resorted to calling me Angel Town, because in his day, 40 years ago, as I said, and probably wasn't 40 years ago, it was a while ago though, he was saying how he used to live in Angel Town. I live in Angel Town, so yeah, who wants to mess with me? No, I'm joking. I live in Angel Town, so he calls me Angel Town. He found out from someone that I live in Angel Town, so he's trying to tell me that I don't live in Angel Town. And I don't really want to say the road that I live on, because that's just kind of weird, because like, this is going on the internet. I haven't got a clue who's watching this. So he's trying to tell me that I don't live in Angel Town, and it's hard to explain, but he's kind of a retard. So yeah, I'm not gonna say retard again. Retard is for white people. I'm supposed to say he's stupid. That's what black people say. But anyway, that sergeant, he was teaching us after we went for breakfast. our first task was the obstacle course. An obstacle course, I'm sure everybody knows what obstacle course, but just in case you don't know, obstacle course is jumping over obstacles, getting past obstacles. So he just went through it and showed us how to do it. And there's 8-foot walls that we had to get over using our team. There was the smaller walls, there were things you go under, there's things you go through, there's all sorts of things that you have to, all sorts of obstacles that you have to get past. And then there was shooting next. I'd shot once before. It's a rifle. I shot a rifle before, um, in my own squadron, and apparently I was really good for my first go, but I wasn't good enough to get a marksman badge, which I was aiming for this time, which is the lowest badge you can get really. It's good to have a marksman if you get it on your first go, but I didn't, and I did shooting today, and to get a marksman you have to get every bullet within. You have to get each bullet within an inch of the next bullet, so all the bullets have to be within an inch of another bullet. And 2 of my bullets were out. 3 of my bullets were perfectly within half an inch. It was grouped perfectly, but the next 2 bullets were kind of failed, so I didn't get any marksman badge. My corporal got a wing marksman, which is no, he got regional, which is the second highest. There's marksman, there's wing marksman, there's regional, and there's core. And I think I'm missing one, but I can't remember. Well, those are the 4 that I remember. Core is the highest badge you can get. To get core, you have to get 15 bullets within half an inch of each other, which is really close together. And although I'm deadly hunting Call of Duty, I am only a little scared black boy trying to shoot a rifle. Yeah. So. No, when I first shot, I was thinking how it's gonna be easy and everything. I was like, you know what, I'm deadly hunter. I'm just gonna take this, shoot up a couple people, and it's cool. But the rifle that we was shooting, it was called Lee-Enfield .22, which is it's like an M14. No, it's not like an M14, but it's an easy way I can explain it. It's like an M14, but each bullet you put in, you hand feed it. So you put a bullet in, you close the bolt, you shoot it off, you open the bolt, you take the shell flies out, you put in another bullet using your hand. You feed each bullet through the chamber, and then you shoot it. It's a World War II gun which they train us with, and you can get a good badge on that, wing badge or whatever. I'm not going to explain that again, my mouth is kind of tired. And then next we did what did we do? We did map reading, and that was alright. We were walking around for long, and then wait, let me just break in with him. Right here, my dad walked in after, just as I got the mob, and then he was saying, "Can you shoot your teammate?" or something, and asking questions like that, which is kind of ridiculous questions. Can you shoot your teammate? But your teammate's meant to help you. But anyway, let me finish really quickly. Then we had lunch. Then we did stretcher run. I'm gonna have to explain next time what stretcher run is. It's kind of, you know what, it's running with a stretcher. You have to pick up heavy objects and run with the stretcher around. It's a mile long where you have to run, so it's actually pretty tiring, and we did that. Then we did I don't know, I think that's it. Wait, stretcher run. Then we did first aid. Which was, it was catch, it was easy. Then we did drill, which we kind of failed at. But I'm gonna explain this. I think I've basically covered everything, but there's a couple things I can go into detail. But this is it. I went 49 and 7. That was my camp. I'm back. More gameplays to be uploaded. Deadly Hunter. Peace.